Hi, I'm Chief Dove here for Thunderhawk Lures. We're at 2022 ICAST in Orlando, Florida. Today I want to talk to you about some exciting stuff we got to add to our collection we already have. We got some new stuff out, new colors and new sizes to add to our existing products. As you know, we got the Camo Craws. This year we got the Camo Craws Juniors. They're about 25% less in size. You can use these as Texas rig, Carolina rig. Also, we more or less incorporated this to fit our new Grunt Jig that's hand tied. We developed this to make a small hybrid finesse jig, but it's also got a very stout, very sharp hook, so you don't have to worry about it. Philosophy in building this thing is it goes where all the grunt work is done, the rocks, the wood, the weeds. And the big thing I want to incorporate is I believe sometimes people have manufacturers to get too big a hook and that too much leverage in the hook. That's why you lose a lot of fish on jigs. I created a hook that's super strong, super small, so you can get into the nooks and crannies and not lose fish. Also, we incorporated that to fit about the size of our Camo Craw Junior, what you see right here, and one of our sprayed grass. We have a lot of new colors for Camo Craws this year. We have a new color called Bone, and we think we've got it just right. It's not too bright, and it kind of looks like a baitfish coming through water. This is great on a Texas rig or put back on one of our jigs when the shad spawn is on, or in the springtime when you want to throw a swim jig through the heavy stuff. This thing's been dynamite here recently. A lot of people are liking this new bone color we came up with. And then we just also created, like I said earlier, our Grunt Jig is 3/8 ounce. Our new Grunt is also 5/8 ounce. So you got a nice little compact jig with a stout hook, but it's little, gets down there real quick, gets deeper if you want it to get deeper. And I like putting the Camo Craw, the bigger Camo Craws on the back of that, cut it down a little bit, has a little more action. If you really want to swim in action fast, you use the 5/8 ounce and you cut down our Camo Craw, and a lot of vibration in the water, a lot of good action. So you want a finesse presentation, but still want a power fish. This is the ticket. The Camo Craw incorporating with our new Grunt Jig has been phenomenal. Again, you can Texas rig these things, do anything you would in normal plastic. We call it a creature craw bait, if you will. Another one we're super excited about this year is called the Grenade. We got two sizes, 3.75 and 2.75. You get 4 in a pack and 6 in a pack. Unique thing about this is new Thunderhawk Indestructible Plastic. Initial testing of this, I put on the back of a swim jig and got up to 30 fish before I had to replace the plastic. This is very unique style. Catches a lot of current. Guys drop shot some of the smaller ones you put back a swim jig. You can Carolina rig this thing or Texas rig it. And what I've done is had a top slot, so you can, without having to skin hook your wide gap hook on this. We also incorporate in there hand painted eyes in each one of our plastics. This is a unique creature bait. What I've done is also create a unique tail on here where any vibration in the water, any current at all, you can see it's moving just in my hand. This thing's pretty neat. And the neatest feature on this, we created what we call indestructible plastic. And they expand out and come right back to shape. So with that being said, if you get it all messed up, curled up, it's not formed right after on the jig head, just go back out real slow, comes back straight as normal. Again, I got up to 30 fish before in testing with this on one bait. We have the 2.75 and a 3.75. The 2.75, a lot of people are using on the back of Texas rigs, as a Texas rig, or on the back of a jig, a light jig. You use that as actually a chunk, like you would in normal chunk trailers. You snout hook it right here, gives a totally different fall rate with your little jigs. Also, very popular up north, smallmouth country, Clearwater areas, is a snout hook. The little Grenade here, snout hook with an open hook on drop shot. Very cool action. You can just sit there and take this on a drop shot and throw it out and just let it sink. The current of the lake or whatever body of water you're on will actually start moving this tail around, and the body starts to quiver in the water itself. So we think we got a home run on this. Again, it's our indestructible plastic. You can snout hook this thing and fish it all day long. It's pretty impressive. Another neat cool is some of our people that originally bought it came up with this idea ourselves, is the new craze nowadays is smaller, finessey stuff. What we found is take an 1/8 ounce head, Ned head, or a jig worm that they used to call it in Minnesota when it originally came out, thread it through here and use it on the bottom of on the Ned rig, and about 1/8 of an ounce keeps this down. You go a little bit heavier because this stuff is so buoyant that if you keep it down, it keeps it down the bottom of the lake. Nice little finessey presentation. Take some of our new ones. We got several colors in both the Camo Crawl and the grenade itself. You take this to kind of match your hats, if you will, especially in the springtime. Throw this on a little Ned head on the bottom of the lake, 8-pound, 10-pound test, whatever you want to use. This thing will get you bit when they're protecting the beds. So again, my name is Mike Dove. They call me Chief Dove at ThunderhawkLures.com. Anything you see, plus all other products we got, you can buy right online. ThunderhawkLures.com. Check them all out. We got a lot of demonstrative videos on there, how to rig these things, how to fish them, and more importantly, we'll show you what it looks like underwater. A lot of video content on our website. Again, this is Chief Dove. We're at ICAST 2022. Thanks for tuning in.